Right, I'm just going to show you very quickly in this video how to set up your own website using Wix. You can set it up to use it as a shop, just a website in general, a blog, whatever you want. Look out for offers on here. You will have to upgrade to premium if you want to use a custom domain site, that is one you already have, or you want to find through Wix. And you would have to set up a premium site if you want a mailbox. You can pay monthly for premium sites with Wix, not like WordPress where you have to pay everything up front. It is a little bit more expensive, but it allows you to try and see if you need it and use it, and it gives you that flexibility. I got a really good offer with mine. It was $3.99 a month. I think it might be a little bit more at the moment, but it is worth investing in. Okay, so the first thing you do is you just create a new site. I'm going to just show you quickly, if you just follow the cursor and play this back, you'll be able to keep up with what I'm doing. I'm just going to show you very quickly. You get 15 minutes recording time, so I don't want to go into too much detail. This side will set it up for you, this side you do it yourself. I'm going to do it myself because when they're set up for you, they can be harder. I find it harder to work with one that's already been set up. I'm going to choose a blank template because I just find that if I start with a blank canvas, I know what I've done, and then I can undo it, correct it, change it. Whereas if it's someone else's work, I just haven't got a clue. I'm just deconstructing someone else's work and then reconstructing my own. And I find that very frustrating. Right, so this is your workspace really, and this is going to be your website homepage. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm just going to do what basically needs doing so that you can follow and do your own. So I'm going to click on background. I'm going to add a background. You've got you don't need a background. My website's just plain white. But you've got 3 images here you can use. You can select one of those. You can change them, you can do all sorts of things, but I just don't like to faff too much. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image. So I just click on the little plus sign, and there's stock images here, lots of free stock images, but this is where you keep your own uploads. So I'm just going to take one of my own uploads because I want the Stampin' Up logo, because I'm going to make this a Stampin' Up demonstrator site. So I'm going to cut off some of that white space, and I'm just going to resize it slightly, and I'm going to put it up in this corner, and then I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm just going to do a little bit of editing. I'm going to, just because it's a crafty site, I'm going to select one of these options. I'm going to use this one where it looks like it's been taped on. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this link. Sorry, not on that link. I'm going to click on this link here, which is 2 chain links together, and then I'm going to go to web address, and I'm just going to paste in the address of my Stampin' Up store, which I'll get from the address bar. When I've done that, I'd click done, and then anyone who clicks on there will go straight to my Stampin' Up shop. Another way to make sure people go to your Stampin' Up shop is to click add a button. Just click any button, choose any one you like, change text, and I'm just going to put shop Stampin' Up. And I'm going to move that button just underneath there. You can edit it, you can make it stand off the page, you can do all sorts of things with it, but I'm not going to mess about. I'm just going to click the link there, web address there, and I'll paste in my shop there. And that way they can click on there if they've missed that this is a link. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a quick, I could add my logo if I had a logo. I haven't got a logo, so I'm just going to give the title of my blog. You can choose from any of these examples. I'm just going to call it Mary's Crafts. I just want it to be a bit bigger than that because I want it to stand out a bit. I'm going to edit the text. I'm going to put Mary's Crafts. And I'm going to change the font because I want something that looks handwritten. Maybe that. Oh, sorry, highlight it first. So I'm going to choose something that looks handwritten, like I said. Looks a bit handwritten. I'm going to make it a bit bigger. I'm going to change it to match my background, so it's blue. And then I'm going to put it in the middle of that text box. And I'm going to give it a bit of a shadow, just to make it look like it's standing out a bit more. And then just to make it a little bit more interesting, I'm going to add an image. I'm going to take something from the stock images. I'm going to add a butterfly, if I can find one. Take from there, add to page, resize it just by dragging it down to a smaller scale. Grab hold of it, pull it up here. I'm just going to put it on a bit of an angle. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. Take it a bit closer. Okay. And now I'm going to keep that one selected. I'm going to press Ctrl and press Mary's Crafts. And I'm just going to group those two together so they stay together all the time. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a social bar because I want people to find my social media. So I'll choose any of these social bars, whichever one you like. I'm going to pop that there. And you set your social links. I haven't got Google Plus, I'm going to get rid of that one. I haven't got Pinterest, I'm going to get rid of that one. I have got Facebook, so click on Facebook and then I'll go to this link and I'd just add in my Facebook address there, copy and paste it from my Facebook account, and then anybody who comes to my website will be able to click on those and go straight to my social media, which is really useful. I'm just trying to make it smaller. You can make it smaller, but I'm just faffing at the minute. Another thing I'm going to add here, I'm going to add another button. It's a bit slow. And the button is going to, I'm just going to scroll down. The button is going to be an email button. And I'm just going to make that smaller and I'm just going to put it next to my social bar. And what I'm going to do is on the links for this one, I'm going to link to an email. I'll just put my email address in that I want any email from this site to go to, and that's done. Now, I also want to put in a navigation bar because I'm going to have more than one page. So that's a menu. And you can choose any menu you like. And just pop it in. You can change them, you can do whatever you want. You can add pages. I'm going to add some pages. I'm going to add a gallery, and I'll show you how to do that, to add galleries in a moment. I'm going to add contact, and I'm going to add Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Okay, I'll close that. Now if I go back to my home page, at the minute you can see on my home page there's all of this. On my contact page there's nothing. Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that. I'm going to pull this out a bit more. I mean, I can change it, I can do all sorts with it. I can change what colour my font is when it's pressed, what colour it is when it's active. I can, do all sorts of things with that. My dog has got wind, my puppy, and he's sat here making some really weird noises next to me. Right, so that's that. Now what I want to do is I want all of this to appear on every page. So I'll go to each element and I'll just right click and click show on all pages. Show on all pages because they're already linked together. Show on all pages. Show on all pages. Want that to show on all pages. Because somebody might just come to your website through your blog and not know that the rest of it exists. So if you've got this information at the top, they'll be able to see all the other stuff that's going down on your website. So where are we? We're at 10 minutes now. So the other thing I'm going to add is I'm going to add a blog. So click on the little B button and add now. And this will give you a new page on your, you see a new page arrived on your scroll bar. Manage your blog. And this is where you can write your first post. Don't worry about how it looks at the minute. I'm going to change that in a minute. So add a new post. Add an engaging title. Welcome. It's going to be written by Mary. And welcome to my new blog. I hope you enjoy it. And that's it. Publish the post. And that'll appear on your page now. Let's just close this. Right, the problem is with your page is your blog post is up here. So just drag it down to below that line. Okay? And move any of these elements that are in the wrong place or any you don't want. Move them down. I don't want an archive, so I'm going to remove all those elements associated with that archive. Yeah, and then I can move these elements down to give me more space. And that's it. You're on the way. You've got your blog, you've got your website, and you can write another post. Go into my blog again, add a new blog post, and you just blog as normal. So you can add pictures, you can add video, you can add whatever you want to add. You can add links, you can have your Instagram automatically appear in the sidebar. You can have all sorts going on. So Stampin' Up, and it's Mary. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. And then we'll add, sorry, not a gallery. I didn't want to add a gallery. Oh, go on. We'll add a gallery. I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to add a couple of things, a couple of paper things. These aren't Stampin' Up, but add them anyway. And that's done. I'm going to put them in 2 columns because there's only 4 things. And that's it. And then I can put my categories and tags in here, so I can put paper craft or whatever I want to do and publish post. Let's go back to our blog. I'm going to run out of 15 minutes in a minute, so I'll go on to a second one if I have to. So yeah, here's our second one, Stampin' Up with a picture. And that's it, your blog's done. You can do the links to this bar the same as we did to the first one. You don't want anything on this page to appear on any other page, and that's it.